Hey folks, let's get into. So this is just gameplay footage of me at Warchest Locals. So playing against a few different decks, and essentially I'm playing the Lunalight Tearlament deck. So this is round one, which is me against Doug. So just wanted to show off some gameplay footage, and we're gonna do some very quick speeding up. So doing die roll, those really nice Team Curry Bros dice, and I'm playing against Flundries. Um, so he goes first. He wins die roll, I think. Yeah. He's like, "Oh my god, this is rough," and then he proceeds to activate Dimensional Fissure. So the angle is a bit awkward. Activates Defissurer. So stab I mean, all that stuff's terraforming goes off. Cool. Yeah, I'm just like saying exactly how bad that the Dimensional Fissure is hurting me. Pro Rhino effect, add Tearlament, adding Shiren. We're just gonna poke for stuff, I think. Oh, a Tenki effect. So we're gonna go. We got Tenki as well. We're playing Tenki in this build. So add Tiger, just for later, I guess. Basically, right? Normal Shiren. Battle poke. So he does, yeah, attack for 23 with Pro Rhino effect. Set 1. Stand by main, draw. Sitting there. He's just activating about the field spell, whether it's searching, it's just when it's activated, so that's the way it goes. It's activating unexplored winds. I cry because I'm like, oh, he can tribute cards with that thing, so that's like very, very annoying. But yeah. Normal stray target. I'll droplet negate. So I can droplet because it's a spell anyway. So I sent it to the grave. Yeah. Yeah, just asking if it's cost or not. It's cost to send, so yeah, I'm just trying to poke and kill basically. So he got 3. Like, he's got Defy on the field. I normal Havness. I get him down to like 2,000 life points, I think, right? Until he gets to like the point where he can actually do stuff, and then at that point I can't do shit. Set 2. Yeah, we need to fix the angle. The angle gets fixed in very much in like later rounds, so just bear in mind that. Bear in mind that. He's activating the map, so he gets to map. Oh no, hang on. No, he actually, sorry, normal's Eaglin. Sorry, Eaglin, and he's tributing the card. So he's tributing the card with the winds. Yeah. So Empen, Eaglin, Stree, right? So he's just getting his monster back. Robina's on the field as well, by the way. Or not Arena. Is it Arena? I'm not sure. He's at map anyway. Map effect. Mac reveals 3. Banish this card, add. That's for the Serenade Dance, which is the Lunalight card, the Lunalight Trap. So Stree's banishing Lunalight's Serenade Dance, I think. Normal Rabina with the map. Normal summon. Proceed to think. There's good old wind barrier statue coming out. What a nightmare card. There's Doug. He sneaks his face in so you can see him. It's cool. So we're at double speed. Thinking on stuffs. Like he's still in the commanding position, whatever way you think about it, right? Obviously, I've got big monsters. Like, oh, he's got Mega Ryza in hand. He didn't even search that. He's got Mega Ryza in hand already. And a cry. Battle phase. Attack over Sharon. Yeah. Basically, Dimensional Fissure just actually kills me here. So I can't get out. I can't get Dimensional Fissure out. I do play Galaxy Cyclone in the main, but just isn't enough. Like, because I can't mill stuff basically. I'm just trying to think about this, like what to do. So normal Cloudo Chick, no effective Cloudo Chick as you might imagine. I'm just trying to poke for damage, but he has map, so he can actually. So map effect goes off. I mean, okay. I'm gonna be frank. I think you could probably just. Yeah, literally that's. I just scoop it. Yeah, I just said let's go game 2. That was it. Yeah, that was the point where I knew I was fucked. So skip it on. Okay, so game 2. So he's going to attempt to. I'm going to attempt to go first this time around. So die rolls are very important, as it turns out, in this game. But I have to listen because obviously the setup of the camera is not great right now. Normal Cloudo send. Yeah, and like the biggest fear here is just like Nibiru. So trying to be like very careful and not play into Nibiru is definitely the concern. So. Send Tiger. So I already have Lunalight Perfume in hand, and that obviously telegraphs the shit out of it. So, yeah. Well, yeah, so targets. He's thinking on the activation of Perfume, so. I'd call by for Shifter, let's go, baby! He clearly has another Shifter in hand. He's thinking about using another one. Yeah. So then I've got the other card, Yellow Merton in hand. Bounce, special. See, I do wish I played the Kagasuchi, but it didn't come up, and a lot of lists aren't playing it at all because even though Mill's 5, so I would think I'd play. I think I would play it in future, to be honest. So we go Baguska, and just pray that we can survive. Yeah. So Baguska was a tech choice for me for Lunalight here, because our locals are very much full of Despia and also Tearlament. It actually does number against Tearlament as well, so it's quite good because Kaleido Heart can't obviously activate its effects and stuff like that. He can't really normal summon Rubina or any of that other stuff. So I think he's got Advent, so I'm not sure what he's trying to do. At one stage he definitely could have done stuff, because the way it works is with what's it called? This card is like he could have searched for Mystic Mine. I don't know why he didn't. I think he went too late. Basically, he was just realizing, oh yeah, I could just search for Mystic Mine and like survive. But like I didn't say it. I don't think I said anything about it. I was like, okay, sure. So sometimes people get too honest, you know. It's like, oh, I haven't finished searching, so. But he did. He just stopped searching, so he's gonna. So here's the thing: he's gonna reveal Ravina, banish. And like he has Advent of Adventure in hand. I just think he was waiting for like a really prime time to use it. He just wanted to build up resources. He knew I was going to kill, because obviously, why the hell would I have made the Gooska if I was able to kill like next turn and stuff? Yeah. So it's So the way it works is it goes to defense, and then it gets the activated effects. You still activate the effect, but it just gets negated, you know. But I think he's trying to do. He's just basically trying to do some chain blocky stuff, like. But I think he's also thinking about using Advent so that he gets the effect of the Rubina, stuff like that. So he's got map normal summon and normal summon. So let's see what we can do. I don't think this game's well for me, to be honest. I think this game is okay. No, this game's okay. We get to game 3. That's winning in my eyes, I guess, against Thunder sometimes. So, do you want to cry? Standby detached maintenance cost. I think, are we still under Shifter? No, No, we're not. We were under shifter last turn, so I think if I sit on the Maguska when you're under shifter is pretty good. Especially for Tearlaments. It's quite good. So Tiger special Cloud Chick, and then effective nothing. So I'm just basically walling up a small bit here, unfortunately. But this is kind of indicative of what my hand is. My hand is basically covered in stupid Lunalight cards, even though I'm playing Tearlaments, right? So obviously you want to mix the both. You can't just have one or the other. I said this is. I was like, this deck is supposed to be good, but it's totally fucking bullshit, which it is, kind of, for the most part. It's like Lunalight Tear. I mean, when this is the stuff that happens, you're just like, what the hell's going on, you know? So, big thing. I mean, okay, so he's gonna map Real Egan, banish something else. So banish, is that token or straight? That's straight. Yeah, it's straight. Oh, look at that! It's fixed. Oh my god, the Phantom Fixer, Mr. Daniel Neville fixed it for us, and now we can actually see the fucking. Now to see the cards. He's just explaining what was happening. So thank you so much, Dad. I appreciate it for that. That was really good. So he normals, change to defense, adds, and so on, right? So now you got a better view, at least. That's pretty good, right? I didn't realize it happened in game one, in round one. That's pretty good. So yeah, activates effect, go to defense. He's activated for any response. I'm not sure if he's waiting for me to do stuff, but it's like, it always just seems weird. It's like, no, of course I don't have any response to the effect. It's not going to fucking work. But the answer is he just wants to do stuff. But he's walling up, like, you know, there's no way I can kill him, which is very annoying. Yeah. Yeah, one more turn for him. So basically, the way it works is Baguska will detach in my standby phase, and then I get one more turn with no materials, and then next standby. Yeah, so I cosmic his back row just to get rid of it. So that was Advent. So that was good. That was actually a really good hit, to be honest. 18's cost, and then I'm like, okay, well, I've one turn left, but he's gaining resources. Can I try and kill, basically, right? So that's my kind of thought process here. So I go Yellow Martin effective bounce, add Tiger. I actually think I fucked that up. I think I should have done it Tiger effect first, and then made a link 2, and then done it, and then go back and do it. So I'm playing dangers in this as well, just so you know. So just to be aware. So his attack position. I don't know his attack position effect. Basically, that's the thing, right? So so we go for redoer. I'm just trying to think about what to do here. It's like I will be perfectly frank here. I do a whole lot of nothing. I have Jackal Up effect with 2 cards in hand. Boom. Hits Havness. I was like, do I want to do Havness effect? I always forget that Mud Dragon's a thing as well. I'm thinking on effect. So I didn't do Havness effect. Pretty weird, to be honest. I don't know why I didn't do Havness effect there, because I should have got rid of the Jackalope and should have been Mud Dragon instead, right? So, and that way I can get another monster on board that's level 4 that I can make good rank 4s with. I can make a big Dweller. Obviously Dweller does nothing, but at least it's bigger because it's a water material underneath. I link 2 for IP. Like, look at this board. This is ridiculous. So we go Mothman effect. Mothman send. Draw. Yeah, draw. Choose what to discard. So I'm just waiting for him to do stuff because I'm after drawing a crack card. basically. You just hear, if you heard me there, it's like, oh, let's go, baby. So I'm just waiting for him to think about what to discard. Yeah, so he discards another shifter. I go, Sulik, let's go! Let's go! What a fucking cracked card. So, I have to go for Collider Heart probably. Is in my image. But I already have Hamness and Grave. Oh, I go from early. Okay. Why did I go from early? I'm actually confused. Yeah, why did I go from early? I have no hand. Sorry, I just realized, am I stupid? Like, I think I must be really stupid. It's like this. Oh yeah, normal early to mill 3. Yeah, and this is where I fucked up. Like, straight away, right? Like, yeah. So basically, we're talking. He's after someone fucking Tokan, the one that banishes from grave when it's summoned, and I'm after milling a tier name. After milling Havness, I didn't use the effect before, and now I was going to use it, obviously, because this is where I want to, come back on the crackback, right? And he's like, "Oh, I think I might." He's like, "I think I might banish something." I'm like, "Dude, there's literally, no. I basically correct him. I basically correct him to say, like, oh, Havness effect engrave, and he can go chain Tokan, right, to banish it. And I'm there like, he's like, okay, I might banish Yellow Martin. I'm like, dude, if you banish Havness, the game is over. And it's locals, so whatever, right? So I'm just like, I just tell him, just banish Havness. So he banishes Havness, yeah. So he banishes Havness, which means I'm fucked. So okay. Like, just watch this bullshit. Like, this is ridiculous. So we're going to elf with those two underneath. Yeah, I just make elf IP, right? This is so stupid. And the first thing he does is, okay, and then that's all she wrote. Impin is a good card. So I'm just gonna move swiftly onwards from this. Like, obviously, okay, so lots of stuff happens. Impin gets summoned. Elf is there. I can't do shit. Barrier statue and attack. Like, I can't do shit. He gets, like, as soon as Impin comes down as the first action in the main phase 1, I'm fucked. Like, so that's the way it goes. That's round 1. So, round 2, let's go. So this time we've got me against Alvin. And like, we're just pointing at the really nice dice we got, so. Look, there's a Kaleido check. Good card. Just like, oh, there's the Team Career Boost dice on the table. Pretty nice. So I was just talking about how I got absolutely hammered by Flunderies. But as soon as it was my own fault because I normal summoned, So he got 10. Less than 10, I got 3. So losing die rolling in. See what happens this time around. Yeah. Canning 5. Standby main. Sets 4. We specifically talked about the fact. We specifically talked about the fact that this is not a trap deck. And he proceeds to set 4. Activate Pearl Rhino. So that's 2 times that on round 1 I've acted Pearl Rhino to search Tearlaments. So I usually know which one I want straight away, basically, right? I'm either looking for a Rhino Heart or a Shiren. In this case, it's a Shiren, So the deck box is in the way. It's my own fault. I'm such a stupid idiot. Oh my god, it's literally the same hand. Activate Tenki. Except this time I'm not defissured. It's like borderline the same. Add Kaleidochick. Yeah, so that's why, because you want to use Kaleidochick as your normal summon, right? So you go Shiren Effect in hand, send Special Mill 3. So I need to cut and stuff. He goes Reincarnation, which is banishing. Okay, so he's chaining to Shiren Effect, which means he banishes my 6 cards, and I get to draw 6 more cards. He doesn't have. Yeah, I did double check because I wasn't sure if it was like Sharon, and then if Sharon gets to summon or something. But no, it needs to send first. So banish all 6. He actually banished a whole lot of my Lunalights. So, but that's 1 back row used out of 3 more, right? So pretty good. Just thinking about. I'm just saying it's very annoying, basically. So we go Galaxy Cyclone on the set card. So I go Instant Fusion. Yeah, he's doing my life points because obviously I've got this stuff. So he goes Metaverse, right? I'm like, okay, so you can Metaverse for Mystic Mine. Good old Mystic Mine, when the mine is mystic. Yeah, so I go kick close, right? Now the tricky thing is, okay, this is where I misunderstand what Galaxy Cyclone does. You can't do both effects in the same turn. My own fault. I'm just stupid and I don't know. So I started using that card again just because this version was like susceptible to like, you know, definitely susceptible to rivalry. So my logic was I just train a Galaxy Cyclone to mill. Oh yeah, so here's the thing, right? So here's the thing, right? Instant Fusion obviously means the card dies in the end phase, so Mystic Mine lasts about 2 seconds. Yeah, so end phase, like the way the end phase kind of mechanics work, I get to go get close. So I go effective Havness. So here's the thing. So this is the cool thing, right? Because obviously I've got Pearl Rhino on the field, so I can go Havness plus kick close, and then I can go pop. I can go pop spin. Did I go Rhino Heart? I did. Or Dragospelia. Yeah. So Pearl Rhino pop as well. So I'm just explaining the Pearl Rhino so I can target and pop, which is pretty sweet. Pretty nice way of getting out of Mystic Mine, to be honest, is like Instant Fusion, but obviously it's a 1-off, so. And then we've got good old big old Dragospelia on the field. Obviously when you saw Trickstar Reincarnation, just like aware of the fact that they want their monster effects because they burn the crap out of you. So go Foolish Burial Goods. Am I sending a Lunalight card? Am I sending a Thing card? So I'm sending Salik effect as well. So it works for Salik, so it's quite why not. Adding Shiren again. I loves me a good Shiren. She's great. He's the best one. Rhino Heart's quite cool, and he trolled me. And I was like, is there going to be a reincarnation? Is there going to be a reincarnation here? And the answer is possibly not. So I go Shiren effect, send. I can't obviously do anything. So Merly, special, military. So I sent Merly. I actually have 2 Merly. So yeah, so I can go Merly and so Merly for kick close. So this is the tricky part, right? So I've got 2 things I can do here. Obviously, I've got kick close as well. And then kick close mill 5. Yeah, I'm just doing the mill 5. I didn't do the ad, which is my own fault. I should have declared it first. Stupid tiger gets sent to grave. Very annoying. I should have used Sharon effect. I don't know why I didn't, because Sharon was sent as well. But I was like, oh, I think I was hoping for a big Clyde Heart. Get to Clyde Heart. So just put back the kick close again, I think for like the 2nd time. Which is funny. So I go for Garura. Just because I want to put some damage on the board. Garura does double damage, so it's like attack twice, which is cool. So why not? Let's go. Battle phase swing, 3000. Let's go. Next one. What's next? Thinking. He's the 2 cards left. Lycris. Normal Lycris. Lycris effect to something? Oh, it's more. Yeah, it's 50. It's 1600. That's what it was. It's just bigger than Garura. Garura is kind of small. He's kind of dinky, boys. He's a wing beast. He's not a beast warrior, so I think he doesn't do crap. I just draw a Rhino Heart. So I mean, now I'm just like fucking laughing. So Havness effect, Havness plus Sharon plus Reinhardt. So we go for the big old Kaleido Heart here. Because he's a big boy and he's good. And he's a good boy. Kaleido Heart effect. Yeah, so spin and pop. He's just Scooby Dooby. He's out of steam. He's got no cards left. So let's go on to game dos. Now, okay, let's go. So Alvin's going first. It's cool. Good deck, or a good thing to do. Go first. You can. If you ain't first, you're last. You know, especially in this format. Terraforming, add light stage activate, add whatever the card is. Adding, what's that one? Lycoris? Yeah, so I'm just like trying to think. I'm just, oh, okay, Pot of Prosperity. I think he only does 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just 3. Thinking about more, but I think I think for the most part, unless your hand is absolutely cracked, or you reuse your extra deck, you probably shouldn't do that. So Dark Bribe, Torrential, and Scapegoat, and I'm like, okay. And basically, what he's actually, so just we'll stop here. So he's explaining the purpose of Dark Bribe. I was like, oh, Dark Bribe is like a card to like protect Mystic Mine and stuff, or whatever. Usually that's what it's used for a lot of the time. Basically, what he was saying is he uses it to trigger Droll. So you go Dark Bribe, you negate a spell to draw a card, you go Droll, and then you go Reincarnation. Goodbye your whole hand, you know, so that's quite good. So it made sense. It's quite good logic. The Super Scapegoat is gorgeous as well. Adds Torrential, so I know he's Torrential. I think I forget. I don't know what to say. I can't remember. I'm just trying to remember. Did I actually do anything with it? Yeah. So normal Candina. And because he's searching, it doesn't matter. He's going to be cutting and stuff. Go for this big boy. Yeah. So, Reincarnation, Prosperity, something else on the bottom. I'm sorry, draw my hands drawn to the bottom. Special bounce. Set 3. Okay, so this is the thing. I've been playing against it. I ended up playing against this deck online sometimes, and there's like another monster that when a Trickstar monster activates effect, it burns and stuff. So I wasn't sure, but that's what we're talking about here. So yeah. So I just went. So let's see, right. So draw, take 400. So draw, take 400. This is. So unfortunately, this is like. Right. Let's just go through it here. First of all, standby, battle, end of battle. And he didn't add this judgment. He added the torrential tribute. God love him. Poor guy. If he added the judgment, he'd have survived. You know. But sometimes it happens, right? So he keeps the back row, and he gets rid of light stage. And he's like, I'm going to keep this back row, and I just go Cosmic Cyclone on the last one. I'm a piece of shit, man. I'm actually a piece of shit. Why didn't he not go Scapegoat? So Reinhardt effect. Obviously, it's end of battle phase. So Sharon effect. Sharon military. Oh no. Oh, hang on. No, I just milled or sent, and then it went Havness. Icarus effect. Add Merly. Merly effect. Military. Yeah. So just because we've done stuff that we put it back, like to shuffle the deck before you do the bottom put stuff. Mill 8, Zephyros, Mothman, Kaleido Chick, Lava Golem, Evenly, Cosmic Cyclone, Havness, Lunalight Perfume, Havness effect. Sharon's the one I used last time, so Havness plus Kiklos equals Stuffs. Havness plus Kiklos equals Garura. So obviously we're not in we've passed battle phase at this stage, so we just need to remember that. Link 2 for Elf. Garura. Draw card. Pearl Rhino effect. We add Pearl Rhino off the top. Why not? I mean, evenly matched there is just like game ender. Why not? You know. So it's a really good card against back row decks. Combined with obviously Cosmic Cyclone 2. It means you like. There's no such thing as the crackback in that situation, unless you're playing like maybe Runic, maybe. So where you can keep your back row in your hand and just draw another field spell. But just against general normal back row decks, there's nothing you can do really. So we special Kleido check, summon or send mill Yellow Martin bounce thing above. I don't want to overplay into Nib, but if I do, I'm like when I get to the point where it's like not that bad. So Merly's the last one that's left. So I go for Redoer, Elf, target Merly. IP. Set 1. Yeah. So Redoer get a prosperity off the top. Let's go, baby. Main phase, normal. Yeah. Chain Havness. Man, I had everything, to be honest. Like so Redoer, detach. Yeah. And Havness resolves 3. Oh yeah. So this stupid chains in this deck, right? Because you know you mill and you have to go like, okay, I have to wait. Okay, you've got your chains. Okay, my chains, I guess. And I just hate that. It's actually really annoying, but it can be fun. You know, depends what you're doing. So we go for Kaleido Heart. Man, I'm liking Kaleido Heart like a lot more. So Kaleido Heart spin, and I mean. Activate light stage effect. Activate search. I Cosmic Cyclone, pay 1,000. Man, I've literally got everything. My hand is cracked here. Corbane. In the main, I go into. So here's my other spicy thing that I was doing. I went into Avermax. So can't attack anything except for. You have to attack Avermax now? Man, I'm broke. I'm just game is literally cracked. So that's the whole game. There's not much to do. So say hello. Let's kick into round 3. So he gets a 3. I do a dice roll. I got 2. I've less. So just for reference, I lost every die roll, every single die roll. Let's go. So he gets 5 off the top. I get 5. I try to see. Look what I'm doing. I'm just trying to show off my hand to the camera. I'm just like, hey camera, here's what I'm playing. Yeah, here's the cards that are in my hand. I thought I was being really clever and cute with that, but like, who cares? Like, do you even remember what the cards are? Pop quiz. Do you remember what the cards were? Probably not. So sets 2. Unfortunately, he does. Massively hard brick, so I go Pearl Rhino. Look, again! That is every round. Man, that card is stuck to my hand. That card is stuck to my hand more than Fateful Adventure has ever been stuck to my hand. So I need to get better with Tearlaments because the deck is good to me. It gives me the cards I need and the cards I want at the time. So we'll see. I think we'll keep up with this deck at some stage. Rhino Heart, add Rhino Heart. I see all of my cards are stuck together. So playback one, speed it up. I'm just talking about he doesn't understand the deck, right? So if they're sent for card effect, I'm explaining how Tearlaments work. They fuse, you have to use it. So You have to use the cards that are going back to the deck, right? That's basically it. Shrine in hand effect. Send special middle 3. Yeah. Yeah, so unfortunately the graveyard's slightly out of view. Havness is this, so you have Havness, Diffuse. The Sharon Fields. Make Kiklos. And we do Kiklos effect and Pearl Rhino to destroy it. Because it's returned. And he had Cosmic Cyclone the entire time. I was like, dude, you should have activated that straight away when I activated the field spell. It's like the best one. It's like the best card. So they're all hard ones per turn. So Havness has been used, is what I'm explaining as well. So, which is true. You can only use one of the Tearlaments monsters effects. Well, not one of the effects, but one of the fusing stuff. So it specials first, it sends, and then you can send, right? So I can send and mill 5. It's like Armageddon Knight, so that's what I'm explaining. Milling 5, yeah. So 2. So I've got Spell Cancer and Grave, so obviously I'm on Spell Cancer. If you're playing Lunalight, you're on Spell Cancer, so. So I used Havness before. I was just double check. So I sent Merly this time around. Yeah. So we're going Chain Link 1 Tyrant, Chain Link 2 Merly. Looking at my hand, looking at Grave. This one Kiklos and this one Jackalope. So I'm just putting them back. So we're going. I think it's Dragospellia, probably. Oh no, Garura. Okay. And then we go for Mud Dragon. Yeah. Yeah. I will say the Pearl Rhino gives a lot of it. So I go Tiger. Tiger, Kaleido Chick. Kaleido Chick effects. And like if you've Nib, I mean I could be nibbed about 5 times over by now, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think basically what happened here was Craig was a bit unfamiliar with the deck and he just wanted to see like what would happen. So he does lots of stuff. So I'm just trying to make sure I use both Yellow Martin and the other guy. So I go for Dagaris. I think I forget that it's my battle. I think I forget that I can attack this turn. Because I could just like kind of do crazy stuff. So I detach special spell cancer. I'm supposed to skip my main phase 1 next turn. Okay, so this is something that's pause here, right? So I specifically say it, I'm like just, and then like even later in this turn I'm going like, just so you know, I have to skip my next main phase 1. So I want to double check if I actually skip my main phase 1 or what happens, and whether it matters, because I think that I'm just trying to remember. So you'll play both of them for redo probably. Redo is 2400. So we go Link 2 for IAP, go Guru affected draw. Drew Nessie. Choose Shinoko in hand. I'm trying to remember which ones. 1 and 5. 3 hits 3. Hits Merly. Merly has been used already. Yeah, I was like, which one did I say? Which is like obvious. It means I obviously have 2 of them. So funny. Yeah, Merly's been used. Yeah, I think I've basically borderline went through all of them anyway at this stage, so on this turn. So I go for Nessie I think now. So 1-4 again. 4 hits the Nessie effect. And he gets ready again. I go for Mothman. We just do it all again. Just go Mothman. Mothman, because if it's die roll, it's random anyway, so why not? 3, it's a different one. So special, draw a card. I shouldn't have put him in attack. I should have put him in attack mode. So I think he was like asking about Mothman effect. Mothman is basically I don't want to like you draw and discard, but basically you don't want. Why would you give your opponent something? So I go for dark. Don't ask me why I go for dark here, but yeah, like I did all these weird things here. Oh yeah, I was asking him to take life points because obviously I'm recording it and it's on my phone, so just straightforward stuffs. And yeah. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get to see the deck much here. But yeah, so. Yeah. So standby sucks it up. Another spell again. This every time we redo our hit spells, which is fantastic. Because I get to draw cards. Let's go, baby. So. No spells at all. It's disgusting. So, just for reference, he's playing magical muskets. So, a lot of those stuff uses spells, and the other ones are like, yeah, you need to normal summon a monster. So he goes for Casper. Yeah, so Casper, they all let you activate the spells and traps in your hand, and some of them do other things. So when something's activating the same spell, they have all different effects as well. So he searches any magical musket card. So he's linking summon for 1, which is into max. So we'll go for max. So max is really cool actually, because with the back row stuff, and also you get to add up to the number of spells based on the number of monsters they control, which is insane. Yeah, so he gets to do lots of stuff. So, oh, monsters. Yeah, so he gets to go 4 spells and traps if he wants to it, which is insane. So, yeah, we go through it. He's looking at my grave. I think he's. And see, so here I say it. I'm like, bear in mind I have to skip my next main phase as well, right? So let's see if I remember that again. I feel like I don't. I feel like you got to be very careful in terms of when people use Dagaras, right? Because so much goes on in a Yu-Gi-Oh game, you need to remember stuff like that. So if you skip your main phase 1, it can really cause issues with everything else in the deck, like everything else, right? So because you need to go straight into battle phase. So he's adding the 3 traps, basically. I think like basically 1 of each or something like that, right? So we're gonna do. So counter trap, banish cards from grave, target monster set the stats to 0, and target a face-up card and destroy it. So you can destroy Spellcaster now because he controls max. So it's quite cool, open game state stuff. So you got the trap to destroy and get rid of Spellcaster to make it so everything else will work, which is really good. Desperado. This magical musket Desperado or whatever it's called. So he detaches for effect is what I'm explaining. Yeah. So he's got like 5 cards in hand or something like that. I was thinking about what to do. Man, my fingernails look so weird. He's ashing it. So he's ashing my. Oh yeah, so I don't get to detach or anything. Yeah, it makes sense because it's. So IP effect is what I'm declaring at this time. In open game state once more. And think about what to do. What are we going to do here? So we got IP, Dark into good old Avermax. So actually, to be honest, I will say Avermax is really good in this deck. Appaloosa and Avermax are really solid choices for this deck in particular. So, highly recommend it. And I mean, it makes it so that you have to attack it, and then also it does like super big damage. Okay, he's scooping it up. So it didn't matter. Okay, there we go. Now we understand. So basically, the way it worked was he didn't draw a hand. So he's trying to lightning storm my board. So and then we just skip over. So we go. Okay, so basically, unfortunately, what ended up happening was he ended up sitting 3 again, and I think he's got 2 things. He cosmicked again, so he basically opened the same hand. And I basically opened Pearl Rhino again. Set I set 1 Jackalope, so I think it's Super Poly. I'm trying to remember. Let's go die roll, Jackalope effect. 6, 2. Hits Nessie, Jackalope, draw Nessie effect. So for Mothman, I think this is the one where I just end up doing lots of random stuff for no reason. So I think we go Mothman. I gotta question poor Craig's dice rolls. It's like, man, it goes across half the bloody table. I'm there like trying to keep it in the middle as much as possible. So we go Mothman special. I always forget you can just like normal summon Mothman. It's a level 4. You can just normal summon it. So I'm just attacking for 18. So I just try to poke. Always try and poke for damage. You know, you try and get them to activate effects, but if you can't, you get them to do some other stuff. So that's basically it. And then, unfortunately, his hand is like a make or break. Basically, set 1, right? So the next thing you see will indicate that it's a super brick. So I go Pro Rhino effect. Another Pro Rhino. I think I have a Lava Golem in hand at the moment because it's game 2. He goes Ash is my Pro Rhino this time. So that's 1 Ash. So I go normal Merly effect, Mill 3. Does he have anything? He's dinky, he's only 800, so. He sets Impermed guy. So then we go for Elf. Yeah, so it's 1 Imperm down. So I'm just explaining what it is. It's like level 2, link 2, rank 2. If it's level 2, if there's no monsters on your side of the field, it's link 2, rank 2, or yeah, like link 2 or rank 2. If you control a monster, so go battle phase. It's Ash Blossom. They're both 1800. Big booty Ash Blossom. Set another one. Thrilling gameplay. Set Ash Blossom, unfortunately. You know, so it is what it is. Happens. But we'll get a good demonstration of what the deck can do very soon. So just to give you an idea. So sets 1, passes turn. End phase I go Salik. So basically I'm doing this in his end phase. So I'm targeting his Ash Blossom and then sending Merly, basically. Yeah. Sent, and it's permanent negate as well, so you can't negate it again, obviously. You can only negate it once, so I make more Dragon. Yeah, and then Pearl Rhino. Yeah, and then Mud Dragon is like the declare target attribute. So, good card. And this is now my turn. I did all that stuff. I did that stuff on his turn, so now it's my turn. This deck is unfair sometimes. What's the card? Yeah. Yeah, so he goes and match. So this is goes and match. I just keep the water one in this case because he's bigger, basically with Pearl Rhino, and I've got Rhino Heart in hand. So Rhino Heart's actually 2000 at this stage. So attack for 2k with Rhino Heart then, which is quick good. Just to get over this boy, get over the Ash Blossom. Goes and match is actually really annoying here as well, just because I got caught on a really awkward attribute. What I was thinking about, I was like, the one thing I was thinking about was if you can go Mud Dragon effect called Dark, and then would that actually send the Rhino Heart by card effect, and then you could trigger Rhino Heart, and if so, that's kind of cool. So I was thinking about that. I thought it was really interesting. You know, so it's to the rougher turn. $24 and 2k. In response to the second one, he's cosmicking it. He cosmics my Pearl Rhino. So we actually have a follow-up game, right? So I want to show this because this is quite interesting. So we decide and we go back to basically game 1 version of the deck. So just to show what the deck, because basically you brick twice, right? So we actually do want to show off what the deck looks like. This is Magical Muskets. So he gets to go first. Normal summons Casper. Passes the turn. You're like, okay, this doesn't seem that threatening. Until Pearl Rhino again. Oh my god, that card is literally stuck to my hand. I'm going to have to check my sleeves. Holy shit. That is so many times opening it. He pops it, so he pops it straight away. And then he gets the chain because it was in the same column. So he gets the chain to pop it. So he gets to add the continuous trap, which lets him special summon. Yeah, just activate Tenki as well to get a Beast Warrior. She's thinking about Tenki. Okay, he's going chain and special summon basically to get another guy out. Adding Cloudo Chick. I'm tempted to normal summon Cloudo Chick effects end. So I send Yellow Martin. Ironically, not a yellow card. It's definitely orange. Cloudo Chick is yellow. I don't think they understand what a Yellow Martin is, or yellow is. Because that's orange. Yeah. Why can't I activate that? Yeah, so it targets, bounce, special. It's just because he has a bigger booty. So it's 2000. That's definitely orange. You cannot tell me that's not orange. Why the hell did they call it Yellow Martin? And he sets 2. And he being me in the past. In phase. It negates and sets it to 0, but he gets the effect of the other guy. So he's just explaining that because in phase he's going, I'm going to have this effect. Yeah. Yeah, it happens in hand, so I'm just trying to explain that it happens in hand, and so on. So I'm basically just walling up because his boys are bigger. So this is the exhibition match, and unfortunately, it'd be nice, and I was like considering editing it as if this was game one, but it wasn't. So that's unfortunate. So he gets to pop my Yellow Martin, which is very annoying. So I'm gonna go Droplet, send to negate both of them. So just because I know how reliant you are on the fact, or this deck is reliant on the fact that the monsters activate the spells and traps from hand. So, but you can just link one into max, which is good. So he's going to effective max, and because I've back row, so he gets to summon more monsters because I've got 2 back row, basically, which is pretty insane to be honest. Summon. And Casper. Another Casper. So that's two goddamn summons off the fact that I had 2 back row. Imagine playing against Eldritch and you just like they just happen to not have any negates and you just go boom, 4 cards, 5 monsters in the field. So he attacks. 33. So I'm at 4/7. So I'm looking at my back row. My back row is a good card. Yeah, so I go Galaxy Cyclone effect because it was in the grave already. It was from the last turn. Set 1 back to him. And then in the end phase, he's popping the Tenki. Yeah, I'm just saying that's game on board. I have literally nothing. I have a Droplet and a Sulik. And I can search for 1 monster, which is Havness, probably. But he doesn't have to do anything. He can just attack, like, at that stage. So basically, that is Warchest Locals, and me playing Lunalight Tearlaments. I can pull up the deck list that I played. So this is the deck list that I played for the most part. So basically 3 Havness, 3 Murley, 2 Rhino, 3 Shiren, 3 Nessie, 1 Jackal, 1 Chushinoko, 1 Mothman, 3 Rhino, 1 Terraforming, 1 Instant Fusion, 2 Salik, 1 Tiger, 1 Kaleido, 1 Yellow Martin, 1 Zephyros, 1. Actually, no, there wasn't just 1. There was 2 Lunalight Perfume, I think. 2 Lunalight Perfume, 3 Foolish Burial Goods, 2 Foolish Burial Goods, I think. Spellpanzer, Colvai, Foolish Burial, 3 Droplet, 1 Galaxy Cyclone, 3 Super Poly. Even though if I knew I was going to be playing against a lot of Tearlaments, I probably wouldn't play that. 2 Tenki, and this is my side, which is 3 Lava Golem, 3 Droll, 3 Nibiru, 3 Cosmic Cyclone, 3 evenly, so I have no going first cards, all going second cards. My going first engine is quite good, so I didn't really worry about it. Getting Spell Cancer out is pretty good. This card is not Unicorn, it was Avermax. So this is what it would look like. So it looked like that. Okay, so Avermax, Curious, which I never summoned, Appaloosa, IP, Dark, which I never summoned really, except to just make a link for. Time to Freezer, Baguska, which is actually quite clutch. Dweller, just because tier mirrors exist. And then all the standard 5 fusions. And that is my deck profile and, you know, just locals report and stuff. So hopefully you found this interesting. Depends if you did. Maybe you didn't. Maybe my commentary is really boring. Who knows? So yeah, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Also, just because I don't think some people say this sometimes, don't forget to subscribe. Don't be a dick. Like, just subscribe. That's it.